Yeah. Relax. Enjoy yourself. This is the Cigar Room. You can meet me there. I know.
Hey, welcome to the Cigar Room Show. Today I am on the City Smoke Mobile Cigar Lounge. And I have the honor today to get a little bit of backstory and a little bit more understanding and tell y'all more about this great Mobile Cigar Lounge that's located here in Detroit, Michigan. Today, we got Tony, my man Big over here. Man, we here on the Mobile Cigar Lounge, man, and I'm so glad and appreciative that y'all gave me the opportunity to be here tonight.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
So, man, tell me about this Mobile Cigar Lounge, how we got started and how we got here.
Oh, man. It's been a journey. I tell you that for real.
Okay.
So, I was smoking in my basement. Then somebody told me I couldn't smoke in the house because it, smelled up the house. I'm like, wait a second. Wait a second. This is my house.
So we thought.
So, yeah, you know what I mean? So I went out to the garage and it got a little bit too cold. I'm like, man. Mm-hmm. So I had a work trip. Had to go to Florida. And I saw this guy with a box truck. I was at the park having a cigar. The guy pulled up with a box truck and he had all these showcases in there, but then he came out with all these tables. And all these old guys ran to the table, started playing dominoes, and he had cigars for sale inside the thing. I'm like, that'd be dope if you can smoke inside, because I'm in Michigan, right? Mm-hmm. I'm like, hey, I got to do that.
Yeah.
So from there, started doing a little research, got in touch with the state, did my thing, boom, boom, boom. About a year later, City Smoke was born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Said about a year later.
A year later.
Yeah. So during that time, during that time, yeah, because it took like a year, like, was it kind of a process, like it was some things you had to like break down the barriers because...
Well, yeah, because no one had ever,
Exactly.
They had to classify me, because I wasn't a brick and mortar and I wasn't a transportation company.
Right.
So that's the thing. So, and the state wanted their money up front and had to go through all the red tape with that and had to deal with all that. And it took a while.
Yeah.
Had to come out and inspect it and everything. Got to have flame retardant material on your seats. You have all that. Got to have your inspection for your fire extinguisher and all that. And then everybody got to have CDLs. You got to be under the same insurance and all that. And it's a process.
Because even though you weren't brick and mortar, they inspected you
a
lounge.
Oh yeah.
This is a mobile lounge.
Just like a lounge, and they inspect me every year, just like a transportation company with the bus.
Yeah.
You gotta have a state inspection every year, man.
Yeah.
It's not for the faint of heart.
Oh yeah. And you going through all the processes, and I gotta be real. You broke down a lot of the barriers for us in the culture. Because this is the first mobile cigar lounge I've ever been on.
Is that right?
Ever.
Wow. Well, welcome. Glad to see you spoke the first one.
This was the first one. I got
we were
the
the
honor
first
to come on here when I was at the Black Spirits event here in Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah, we were there.
Came in here and I said, man.
Okay.
And they got it laid nice in here. So, and I'm so appreciative that you were willing to do that.
Oh, man.
Because a lot of people, during the pandemic, a lot of people fell apart. A lot of people did. Mm-hmm. And you was able to persevere through those moments and then create this great lounge you have here.
Yeah.
And have this today. Because, you going through that year, that process, what year was that?
That was 16.
16.
Yeah.
And then you created. So in 17 or early 18 is when you had it?
17, St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
Very first
okay.
maiden voyage of City Smoke. Yeah.
And then you build this, and then here we are 2.5 years later, they say, we got to shut down a lot of stuff.
Man.
And you still hold on.
What?
It was I thought it was a little later than that. I thought we was going a little longer here.
We were in service before
the
pandemic.
2019 happened.
Yeah.
Then the top of 2020, they say, hey.
March of 20.
We shut down about 2.5 years later.
We were at a local lounge here, and when we got the word, it was shut down. Yeah. But here's the thing. We were booked out from St. Patrick's Day until Thanksgiving. Every weekend then.
Yeah, exactly.
And all that revenue was gone.
Yeah.
And then the following year, we did some things with the state, and we started testing, and so folks can come on and do things. So you had to have a COVID test to get on the bus.
Yeah.
So if you didn't want a COVID test, you couldn't get on.
Yeah.
If it was positive, you definitely couldn't get on.
Right.
So but that took some doing. That's more cost, outside everything else. Only good thing about the pandemic was cigar prices went down.
Yeah, man.
But the Boris is good at home.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, you know, and I see gentlemen like yourselves, and you know, I like I said, when I say I appreciate y'all, I really mean it, because as far as our cigar culture here, y'all the gatekeepers for us. You know, y'all make sure the way the culture is here, y'all set the tone for us.
Yeah,
you know, when I started this show, a lot of people were reaching out to me and didn't realize Detroit or Michigan alone didn't even have a cigar culture like that. They like, y'all got cigar culture?
Man.
They didn't know. And to their point, like, in the last decade, we really made strides on creating a real culture here, in my opinion. You know, but, you know, y'all get to set the tone for us. When people get introduced to the cigar culture here in Michigan, they get to know about City Smokes and what y'all bring to the table. You know, so so tell me a little bit more in depth about City Smokes and City Smoke, the name.
City Smoke, you know, I think he came up with the actual name.
Okay.
City Smoke. We're coming up with a bunch of different things.
Y'all just bouncing back
You
and
know.
forth.
Mainly him. I came up with the design, the graphics.
Yeah.
He brought me in later. I was just like you first time on a mobile bus. And when I got on, I was like, oh man, I got to be a part of this. I got some ideas. And he actually listened. We was already friends, but I gave him some ideas. He listened to them, and next thing you know, partner. So
friends that become business partners. You know how rare that is?
Oh, yeah.
You can't do business with everybody you're
and
friends
stay
with,
friends.
you know?
Oh, yeah. You know, but, you know, and the good thing is, the lines are very clear, but they're very blurry at the same time. You know, because there's a lot of things I can do. A lot of things that I can't do, and he can. You know, so that's what makes it work real well. And, you know, brothers always willing to help me out and do whatever it is. You know, it works real good. It works real good. So we were coming about and getting the name and getting out there. We did the first couple runs, and then we got out there, and people wanted to say, hey, we can actually smoke it here? I'm like, well, yeah, come on. You know, and like, oh man, we love this. You know, I sent pictures to all my friends and people who I knew who was trying to smoke, you know, because I was smoking cigars before. A friend of mine, you know, at the time, met him at a golf course. He had a cigar, and then we started playing golf together. He was like, man, I need to go here. I'm like, and he tried for like 4 or 5 years to get me smoking a cigar. You know, and then when I started, I got hooked. You know, and I'm like, oh, you know, this is ongoing now. So, and in Detroit, a lot of folks were smoking cigars, but, you know, it wasn't real cosmopolitan or the thing to do. You know, everybody wants to smoke a cigar now. You know, and a lot of people smoke cigars, and, you know, when you get into cigar smoking, if you're just into it just for the fad, you know, you'll burn out. You're going to get all this stuff and then start smoking in 6 months to a year. You know, you're going to go to all the little sets, try to be everywhere, but real cigar smoker, you know, you can look at your oil line, look at your ash, you know, see what kind of pull you have. You can taste the wrapper, because most of your flavor is in your wrapper. Then you got the binder and your filler. So folks, you know, like to dip it, you know, in the liquor and do that, you know, that's cool, but you need to taste the flavor of the cigar. So when your palate becomes a lot more sophisticated, you know what you smoke. You want to taste your cigar, and that's where the pairing with liquor and things come. You know, like tonight we're here at Floods and doing this thing with Duce, but the fall cigar series they're putting on. So we'll be here every Wednesday from 8 to midnight. You know, so doing that. So when we look at this, we're going to do some pairings tonight on the bus. Some people have, you know, what they smoke all the time. That's all they want to smoke. Like some people have all they want to drink. But when you find out you can pair, have one complement the other, man, it's a beautiful thing.
When did your cigar journey start? Like, when did it start, and what did it start with? Do you remember the cigar?
Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark?
At Copper Canyon, Southfield.
Okay.
And I was sick all the next day.
Oh,
I was sick all the day. Like, oh man, this is some bull, you know. But I enjoyed having a drink with a cigar.
Did you drink Maker's Mark with the cigar?
No, I don't know what I was drinking then. I was drinking something brown, but it wasn't Maker's Mark.
Okay.
You know, I'm like, okay, what is Maker's Mark? I didn't even know what Maker's was at the time. I didn't know I didn't like it, because I was stuck on vodka gimlets back then. So I was doing that, and that didn't pair well with anything.
Oh yeah.
So I was doing Remy, and then I moved over to some other stuff, and now that I started doing pairings, man, we have a number of different Scotch vodkas, Scotch bourbons, whiskeys, cognacs that we pair with, you know, and a lot of brands contact us to do some things, you know. We paired up with, at the time, a man named Lazar Favors was representing Uncle Nearest. So they did a release on the bus, you know, and that was a great night, you know. And, you know, from there, other people, you know, noticed him and noticed us, and we do a lot of stuff together, you know. So when it gets down to pairings and things, you want to be with us. We do a lot of things.
Because you're going to educate them about the different pairings. Like,
you know,
because a lot of people just kind of just trying to figure it all out.
Yeah,
it's great when y'all can be able to help them, and that's the part of y'all customer service.
Yeah, that's part of what we do.
How did yours start? How did your journey start?
Oh man, I think my first stick was Romeo Juliet.
Oh wow!
So it was that and Legend, and I really didn't know much. You know, thought I knew something, really didn't know much. Again, this is pretty much how I met him, really, because I met him at a cigar lounge downriver. And I was drinking something and I was mixing it. And he was,
you gonna tell that story?
I will always tell that story. And I had a Hennessy or something mixed or something, and he was like, take that garbage back and bring it back neat or whatever. And I'm like, man, for real? I was like, oh, this is how we gonna meet, huh? So after that, I haven't mixed.
I love a neat drink. Like, because me personally, I prefer my bourbon, Scotch warm, and then I put the ice in it. I don't know. I like it better like that. I don't know why, but I do something. And then if it's neat, and if I'm gonna have ice, it got to be warm. But I like a neat.
Yeah.
If I can have it straight, it's straight up.
And we do that on here because sometimes, you know, we had a brand come on and they brought some bottles, and we put a bottle in the champagne bucket here, and we had kept the bottle out. So if you liked it on ice, we just chilled it. We didn't give you ice. So we get like we're serving this chilled. Some people like that.
I'm cool with it either way, but I definitely had a preference. I was like, man, I like a neat drink, you know.
Yeah,
like,
it just depends on with if I wanted, you know, neat or some ice in it, you know.
And I tried coffee too. I enjoyed coffee with it too. Right?
Coffee goes well.
Like, you know, I mess with my infuse for the coffee, like in the morning, get a Java, you know, and mix my coffee, and it's a good smoke, you know.
Man, I tell you, one of the greatest things, like having a good customer service with your business. You know, a lot of people take it for granted. You know, they got a good business or something that's kind of that. It's a good business that people like, they enjoy, and then some people get a little bit past the customer service, and y'all sticking to it.
No, that's part of our motto. You know, we want to fuss over you so you come back. You know, so we try to make sure
y'all stay booked.
You don't. Thank you. You don't have to cut. You don't have to light. You don't have to relight. You don't have to dump your own ash. We do all that like you at an actual lounge. Whatever it is, it can happen at a lounge. It happens on here plus.
I can speak to it because before either one of y'all knew me or I really knew y'all and I got an opportunity to be on here, y'all had that same customer service. Y'all really had that energy when y'all first didn't even know who I was. Y'all definitely had that customer service.
Thank you.
And I appreciate that. So I can speak to that. Y'all didn't know me. And by the way, y'all had numerous people on here. Y'all had a lot of people on here and you was still giving that quality customer service. That speaks to the brand you built and how your integrity is about it.
It's all about the brand, baby. So one person have a bad experience with the brand, then bad news spreads fast.
Real quick.
A lot faster than good news.
Unfortunately, in our culture,
it spreads real fast.
And that's how word of mouth is great. You know, when you're doing good, because we see people. You know, if we just got our hats or something, you know, I'm like, you know, my boy was on your bus, and you know, because
my wife was a casual smoker, and she was like, babe, that Mobile Cigar Lounge we was on, that's nice. I like that, you know. And I was like, man, you know, me, I'm doing the show, but I can only dream of having something like that. But for me, I just enjoy going and being a part of lounges and being part of different things. You know, I'm never gonna have a lounge. I'm just gonna always be able to enjoy my brother.
Well, that's what we hear. You come on with us, you know.
I'm always gonna be able to enjoy my brother.
People can try, but they can't duplicate.
Oh no,
you know,
I ain't even gonna take a shot.
You know, they can try, but they can't duplicate.
Oh,
you know,
man, no, you can't.
This is not easy.
Man,
you know,
I'm telling you, man, the introduction of comfortable seating, good environment, mean, you got the game going on back here, as y'all can see, like, and y'all have different things going on. Y'all have different events. What's the furthest y'all took City Smoke Mobile Cigar Lounge?
Man.
Is it Columbus or Canton, Ohio?
Where did I take it? To the golf?
That was Canton.
Canton, Ohio.
So last year I had a group want to do, there's only one black-owned golf course in this country to my knowledge.
Oh,
it's
wow.
in Canton, Ohio, and the group contacted us, and we took them to Canton, Ohio to play, and that was Juneteenth weekend.
Okay.
So it was just worked out, you know. It was just like, oh man, you know, all the stars kind of aligned, you know. So it was wonderful, man. It was wonderful.
Great group, no problems. Everybody had fun. Music was great. You know, everybody had a ball. It was nice. It was really nice, and they plan on doing it again next year. So
y'all putting in a lot of work. At what point did y'all realize, I mean, we got something special here?
Well, we knew that before COVID hit, because we was in the process of getting another bus.
Dig that.
So I mean, it's a lot of times we double book because we do a pop-up tent also.
Okay.
So we stationary at a house, and we have the lounge going also. So I may do the tent, and he would do the lounge, or vice versa.
Yeah.
So I mean, at one time we had 3 events going, had the bus, the tent, and a table set up somewhere all in one day. I mean, we get busy, you know. I mean, so.
Yeah. But some, you know, I think about a lot of people who start a great brand in business, and a lot of times they focus so much on the work, and like, you know, at certain people you just take like, man, you know what, we got something special. We got something really good here.
You know when you're doing something right when people try to duplicate it.
Yeah.
And then they fail.
So you do something right when that happens, and I'm proud of the brand that we've built. I'm proud of the reputation that we've built. I'm proud of the footprint that we've established. We tried to make the cigar culture in Detroit a little bit better. You know, try not to detract from anything going on, so make it a little bit better. We'll try to expand that. So we're working on a couple things, you know, working on our own stick, you know.
Okay.
We try to carry big box brands and boutique brands as well. So you get a little bit of everything. We have infused, you know, we have boutique cigars, you know, we go to the, you know, so matter of fact, we guy named Gerald Thompson, you know him.
Oh yeah, that's my guy.
So, you know, we rep his brand.
Yeah.
You know, he's right here at our Oak Park. So we do that. And any other brand, you know, we have Drunken Chicken cigars, you know, we have Soul Brother cigars. We do, if we can support the other small businesses and getting it out there, we're gonna do it.
Man, I'm telling you, you know how many times people knowing me and getting to know me, and they like, so what about, tell me, cigars, they go Cuban, right? I'm like, man, y'all don't even understand. You get one of some of these boutique cigars, Cuban, man, you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like but people don't really know, and then, you know, you get a chance to come on a Mobile Cigar Lounge. If y'all don't know, come to the City Smoke Cigar Lounge, and they will introduce you to a whole new world, give you a lot of understanding about the cigar culture, pairings, and because a lot of people just don't know, and they're not aware. And for the casuals, and a lot of people are intimidated. You know, they're not sure of the experience that they're gonna have.
And to that, I'll say don't be, because if you want to try it like anything else, first of all, you gotta have courage. You want to do it because you wouldn't be thinking about it.
Yeah.
So you already there. You halfway in the door.
Yeah.
So go ahead, get something that's mild in Connecticut, or get something that's infused so it's not going, you know. But you got to remember, you smoke a cigar like you're drinking water out of a straw. You fill your mouth up with smoke and let it marinate in there a little bit and expel it, right? You go ahead and get that flavor in your mucosa right there in your gum line. Well, would I get high? Well, maybe. All depends on what you're smoking.
You might get a little lightheaded.
You know, if you're smoking like a cigarette, or you're a person who enjoys a little 420, that's not the same type of smoke. Yeah. So you have to train yourself to do something a little bit different. Yeah. You know, so and we do that. We talk to people about how to do that. We have a lot of first timers, and it's okay to be new at it. Yeah. Because you're not expected to know everything. Yeah. When you went to your job, you got trained. Yes. Mm-hmm. You know.
See, that's the special thing about y'all brand and business. Y'all making it comfortable for the customer.
Yeah.
You know, that because they're intrigued by it. Because a lot of people see the pictures, they see the videos. People will message me and say these things, and here we are with a brand and business that makes it comfortable for that new customer.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Come on. People,
because like I said, people feel intimidated because they come around. They're like, I don't know enough about. Y'all okay? Y'all like, we got you. We got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know at first.
Yeah. We all been there. I'm 12 years in. I'm still learning a lot.
So am I.
I'm still a novice.
So am I.
Really
So am I. You know.
Learning.
So it's one of them things where once you get into it and find out that, oh, I didn't know you saw all these people that smoke, and it's not about going somewhere and trying to pick up. You go in there and have a conversation, enjoy a cigar, enjoy a nice beverage, do what you have to do, and you never know who you're gonna meet.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of good contacts have been made at the Cigar Lounge.
Yes.
A lot of
yes.
them. You know,
yeah.
It's like, wow, that dude was all right. You know, then you get a phone call. Hey, can you come over here and do this? Yep, I sure can.
Yep.
Let me check the calendar. We're available. Let's book it. Theming around kind of what's happening in the city. But sometimes it's just, let's go and do an old school night. We do theme nights, we do all that. So those things are happening, will be happening most Fridays. Because Saturdays is a pretty busy day for us. So you have that. Then we have a Christmas party coming up. We're doing that. We're trying to lock down a venue for that. Hopefully we can do it here. So and couple it up, and then we're closed on Christmas. 1 or 2 days. We'll close on the 2 days. Okay. Christmas and April 2nd. We're closed. So.
Yeah, man. Well, I really appreciate the opportunity being here with y'all, man. Thanks again. We at City Smoke Mobile Cigar Lounge. Appreciate y'all brothers, man.
Anytime.
It's been an honor, and I'm telling y'all gonna see it. I'm gonna be posting all about this, and I get the opportunity to be here with these brothers and look forward to building with them. And this ain't the last time I'm gonna have a show on here. There's a lot of more things gonna be happening with City Smoke and the Cigar Room Show.
And don't forget to put some smoke in there.
Yeah, yeah. Hope everybody out there has a blessed and prosperous week from the Cigar Room Show. Thank you.
Ooh, yeah. Relax, enjoy yourself. This is the Cigar Room. You can meet me there.